Welcome to Up Next MMA. Francis Ngannou might be one of the scariest and most successful heavyweights the UFC has ever seen. His innate ability to put opponents to sleep with either fist is unprecedented. Francis can end a fight with just one glancing blow. Today we recap Francis Ngannou's most brutal and devastating knockouts and finishes in the UFC. Let's get right into it. Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Francis met Jairzinho at UFC 249 in May 2020 in a pivotal heavyweight bout that would likely determine the next title contender. Both men came to fight. Rozenstruik circles to his outside, lands a few kicks. Ngannou seems unfazed and is waiting for an opening. The two heavyweights exchange briefly, then Francis pounces on Rozenstruik and lands a series of big punches. Rozenstruik is hurt badly and he falls into the fence. Ngannou throws a left hand that absolutely flattens Rozenstruik. He is out cold. Francis would throw a few more strikes before the referee stops the fight. Francis wins by knockout just 20 seconds into the first round. Junior Dos Santos. Francis met former heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos at UFC Fight Night on ESPN in June 2019 in the main event. This heavyweight bout would display the frightening quickness and power of both fighters. Ngannou starts with some kicks to the legs and body. Dos Santos surges forward and misses with some big punches. These heavyweights trade kicks and punches to the body. Then Ngannou slams Dos Santos with a right hand and Dos Santos disengages. They trade leg kicks again. Then Dos Santos charges forward and misses on a flurry of punches. Ngannou counters and drops Junior with a series of right hands. Dos Santos is on his knees and not going anywhere. Ngannou continues to pound on him. With no intelligent defense from Dos Santos, Herb Dean stops the fight. Francis wins by knockout 1 minute and 11 seconds into the first round. Cain Velasquez. Francis met former two-time heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez at UFC Fight Night on ESPN in February of 2019 in the main event. Cain was coming off 2.5 years away from the sport. He was looking to re-establish himself as a top contender in the heavyweight division. Velasquez comes out circling and moving his head. He fires off some head kicks. Ngannou easily dodges a head kick with little issue and stays patient. As Velasquez tries to shoot in for a takedown, Francis lands a left hand that hurts Cain. Then he lands an uppercut inside shortly after. Velasquez crumbles to the canvas. Cain's knee buckles as he falls to the floor. Ngannou pounces with punches and the referee stops the fight. Francis wins by technical knockout just 26 seconds into the first round. Curtis Blaydes. Francis and Curtis met in a rematch from their 2016 meeting in November of 2018 at UFC Fight Night in China. Francis was coming off 2 consecutive losses to Derek Lewis and Stipe Miocic, while Curtis had put together a significant win streak and was on the rise. Francis won their first meeting in 2016 and was looking for another dominant victory over Curtis Blaydes. He did exactly that. Ngannou opens the fight with a hard kick to Curtis's lead leg. Ngannou comes over the top with a huge right hand that knocks Blaydes down. Curtis hits the deck face first. He tries to get back up and attempt a takedown, but he's hurt badly. Ngannou follows up with punches as Blaydes tries to cover up. Curtis drops again to the canvas and the referee jumps in to stop it. The fight is over. Francis wins by knockout just 45 seconds into the first round. Alistair Overeem. Francis and Alistair Overeem met in the co-main event of UFC 217 in December of 2017. Francis had won 5 fights in a row under the UFC, while Alistair was coming off 2 big wins over Fabricio Werdum and Mark Hunt. The winner of this fight was assured a shot at the UFC Heavyweight Championship. Both men rush to the center of the octagon. Overeem rushes in with a big left hand to start but misses. He takes the center and shoots inside. Ngannou defends and they work in the clinch for a little while. After very little action in the clinch, the referee separates the two fighters, then restarts the action in the center of the cage. Ngannou jabs forward and Overeem ducks and throws a left hand. As he ducks under, Ngannou ducks under with him and throws a massive left uppercut that almost lifts Alistair off the floor. Overeem falls backwards and hits the canvas. He is out cold. Ngannou does hit Overeem with an additional hammer fist to seal the deal. Brutal knockout. Francis Ngannou wins just 1 minute and 42 seconds into the first round. Andrei Arlovski. Francis charges forward to start and misses early with some big punches. Arlovski's light on his feet and slips punches from Ngannou and kicks his legs. Both men are cautious and tentative to open more with big strikes. They begin to feel each other out. Arlovski comes forward and Ngannou catches him with a huge uppercut and then a right hand. Arlovski crashes to the canvas. Ngannou jumps on top to fire a few more punches as Arlovski covers up. Andre is not fighting back and the referee stops the fight. This contest is over. Francis wins by knockout just 1 minute and 32 seconds into the first round. Anthony Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton and Francis met at UFC Fight Night in December 2016 in Albany, New York. The bout starts with Ngannou calmly taking the middle and stalking Hamilton, who circles outside. Both men trade kicks as Ngannou slowly pressures Hamilton towards the fence. But Hamilton brilliantly uses one of Francis's kicks to trip and take Ngannou down. Francis simply pushes Anthony off of him, but he gives up his back while trying to get up. Hamilton responds by locking his arms around Francis as soon as he's back up. They're on their feet and Anthony drives Francis towards the fence. Ngannou starts using the Kimura to break Hamilton's grip, but Francis does not let it go. Ngannou used an arm lock to leverage Hamilton to the floor. Hamilton falls to the canvas. Ngannou keeps hold of the arm and moves to knee on belly. He wrenches the arm further, forcing Hamilton to tap. Francis defeats Anthony Hamilton by submission 1 minute and 57 seconds into the first round. Bojan Mihailovic. Francis and Bojan meet at the main card of UFC on Fox, Holm vs. Shevchenko on July of 2016. Once again, Ngannou starts out by patiently taking the middle of the cage. Bojan starts outside, circling around. Both men feel each other out for a minute with no significant strikes thrown. A minute in, Bojan comes forward and misses a right hand. Then Ngannou chases him down and corners him. Francis connects with a huge left hand. Mihailovic spills to the canvas. Bojan took several hammer fists that appeared to stun him, and he wasn't moving to improve his position. After a few more shots, Herb Dean moves in to stop the fight. Francis wins by knockout 1 minute and 34 seconds into the first round. Luis Henrique. Ngannou takes the middle of the cage to open with Henrique on the outside. After a low kick from Henrique, Ngannou connects hard with a nice combination that gets an early reaction from the crowd. Ngannou kicks low but gets taken down as Henrique catches the kick. Henrique works from Ngannou's guard to try to pass and land strikes, but the referee eventually stands them up and restarts the action on their feet. Ngannou charges forward trying to land big punches, but Henrique ducks under and attempts a takedown. But to no avail. They briefly clinch before they're split up with 45 seconds to go. Both fighters trade strikes. Henrique eats a big punch just before a takedown attempt. He won't get it as the round comes to an end. About 60 seconds into round 2, Francis connects with some serious punches. Once again, that forces Henrique to try to get the fight to the ground. But Ngannou easily defends. Both fighters clinch a few times. Then Ngannou separates and drills Henrique with another right hand, then a left. Luis is clearly hurt. He backs up and drops his hands. Francis drills him again with a right hand, then a massive left uppercut, and Henrique falls stiff to the canvas unconscious. Ngannou drops one big hammer fist on him for good measure before the referee stops the fight. Francis wins by knockout late in the second round. So what do you think of this list? Are there any dominant performances from Francis that you think I left off the list? Who do you think can beat Francis? Let me know in the comments. Please remember to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, it helps me out a ton. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell to get informed every time we drop a new video. I appreciate you guys watching until the end, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.